Well, joining us now to discuss the post-Gaddafi future of Libya is Voice of America journalist Mohamed Elshinnawi. Mohamed, welcome again to In Focus. Yesterday was certainly a big news day for North Africa and for the rest of the world. What's your take?
I think there are three lessons to be driven from this dramatic event of yesterday. One, that the power of people is now overwhelming in the Middle East and consequently in the African continent. Two is a stern warning to dictators both in the Arab world and in Africa that the time has come for them to rethink clinging to power for too long. The third lesson is absolute power corrupts, so they need to listen to their people and start moving toward reform.
Now, Mohamed, for many people over the years across the continent of Africa, there was a general belief that Gaddafi had done so much for his people. We heard of things like having a social welfare system where people earn an allowance even if they don't have a job. They had water, they had good housing. What is it that perhaps we didn't know that was going on inside Libya that made people so angry that we could see them literally kicking the body of Gaddafi so bitterly on the streets?
Well, Gaddafi was known also for his brutal brand of ruling his people. So people were angry because they were deprived of their basic rights. Human rights were violated. And when it comes to institutions of a country, they are non-existing. There is no political parties. There is no ministries, because he turned everything to a weird construction of committees that deprived the Libyan people from enjoying the community of nations, who would have civil society that doesn't exist now in Libya, would have freedom of speech that doesn't exist. And we should not judge Gaddafi by social programs, because the average person in Libya was not enjoying the wealth of Libya. As I was talking to the former Egyptian ambassador to Libya, he told me something that nobody knows, that almost 1,000 people in Libya are getting most of the national income. That's Gaddafi, his family, and his cronies. And the rest of the people are living at a substandard level.
Most certainly. I mean, it was such an eccentric person, and there's a lot that people really didn't know about Libya. Certainly a new beginning in the country. Mohamed, thank you very much for that excellent insight on the future of Libya. That's VOA journalist Mohamed Elshinnawi, who will join us today here on In Focus.